dispute over a land, the court says who's the original title holder.
Yeah.
The original title holders of Kashmir are Hindus. Panchtantra was written over there, Kalidas was there, Panini was there. Everything which is great about India was created over there. They came in 1300. And the
movie makers are completely convinced that Kashmir is part of India, and it is so obvious to them. It is not a question at all. But why do they have such an opinion? Vivek Agnihotri makes this point very clear in this, that people, rishis used to go to Himalayas to do tapas. This is true historically, and Himalayas meant Kashmir, not simply Uttarakhand and other places. So there is no doubt that Kashmir had been a place where Hindus and Buddhists were going, and there was civilizational connection between Kashmir and the rest of India. There is no doubt about it. There are so many. To him, that was a place where Hindus had been. Okay. And his impression is not wrong. For example, Panini, he was a Sanskrit grammarian. He is supposed to have lived between 600 to 400 BC. World Buddhist Council was held in the 2nd century AD in Kashmir. Kumarajiva, 334 to 413, came to Kashmir from China when he was only 9 years old and translated Buddhist scriptures to Chinese. And Sharadapet near Muzaffarabad, which is in Pakistan, was a center of learning. Adi Shankara received the right to sit on the throne of wisdom at this temple after winning arguments. He was from Kerala. Ramanuja came to study from Tamil Nadu before working on his commentary on Brahma Sutras to this place. Okay. And Abhinava Gupta developed Kashmiri Shaivism, which is drawn from many Hindu philosophies. So, it won't be an exaggeration if you say Kashmir is a kind of a meditation zone to Hindu Buddhist monks. In fact, the word Kashmir also is related to Hindu Buddhist traditions. For example, Kashmir in Sanskrit means to dry up water. Why is this drying up water? Because at one time it was supposed to be a lake, and lake was dried up. And according to Kalhana's Rajtarangani, written during the 12th century, Rishi Kashyap drained the lake by creating an outlet at Baramala. So, name Kashyap is linked to the civilizational origins of this or Buddhist Hindu Buddhist civilizational histories in Kashmir. So this also used to be called land of Rishis. Okay. But the point is, does it mean Kashmir is a part of India? And did India claim Kashmir on this basis? And more fundamentally, how is India formed? India is formed on the basis of British Empire. British Empire. Indians made a claim that whatever the territory that the British ruled, it was theirs, subjected to partition on the basis of Hindu-Muslim. Okay. So, British provinces came to be a part of India, subjected to the partition of Punjab and Bengal on the basis of a division. But there are princely states, all princely states based on Hindu-Muslim became part of India or Pakistan. Sindh went to Pakistan, and provinces in the mainstream India, states in the mainstream India became Hindu because they were Hindu majority. But Kashmir provided a different kind of a challenge. Kashmir was not a province, it was a state, princely state. And there was no provision for partition of a state, no provision for partition. So, but it was Hindu ruler and Muslim majority. So, all the princely states went by the religion of the majority of the population. Hyderabad state to India, Junagadh to India. But here, though Muslim majority was there being ruled by a Hindu Maharaja, India claimed on the basis of a leader of Muslims that the entire Jammu and Kashmir would opt for India on the basis of secularism, which Pakistan said it won't. So, India claimed Kashmir not on the basis that that land belonged to Hindus at one time, on the basis that people in Jammu and Kashmir would choose secularism. So if the film director is convinced that they would never choose secularism and they never chose secularism, then this won't belong to India. So India's claim is not that it was a land and then that land at one time belonged to Hindus. Okay. The tragedy of director's position is that Jammu and Kashmir is a land, a real estate dispute between India and Pakistan, whereas India would claim that our Hindus were there at one time. This is not the way modern nations are formed. This is not the way India is formed. Land of Kashmir belongs to Kashmiris. It is they who have to choose between India and Pakistan. It is that agreement between India and Pakistan on the basis of which Kashmir became a land of dispute. So the movie doesn't even show the awareness of what is the nature of the dispute. Okay. And it simply says that the land at one time belonged to Hindus. So, it's a kind of real estate where some country owns. It is not like that. And okay, let director and actor Anupam Kher and Vivek Agnihotri let them believe. But how about Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister? When he said this is the truth, does he also mean that our claim on Kashmir is not because of the people's consent, but because Hindus stayed at one time and long ago, centuries ago, and that is why this is Hindu land? So this is a different kind of an argument which India did not advocate so far, internationally, to outsiders or to Indians themselves. So movie is making a different set of proposals. So Prime Minister, whether Prime Minister agrees to them or not is something that has to be reflected.